So today we're going to be doing a beginner's guide on how to invest inside of the OnePay app. Now we're going to be here on the home page of our OnePay account. You can actually also see here on the bottom left-hand side, our home icon is highlighted. And then for us, you can see right over here in the center of the screen, we have our invest section over here. If you haven't yet opened it up, it will have a section here for you to go ahead and do so. We're going to go ahead and click in here as if we already created our account. And that is going to go ahead and take us over here to the home page of the invest account. Now, in order to have an invest account on OnePay, you do, of course, need to have a OnePay account. But if you do not already have one, we're going to have a link for you in the show notes down below to go ahead and sign up. That'll get you a nice $50 bonus as well going through our partner link. And if you also want to, you could head over to truefinancials.com/OnePay. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about here on the homepage first and foremost. This is going to be all of your investments combined together. So you might have a couple different stocks or what they call ETFs all accumulated here together. Now, right above this is going to be the search bar. This is a search bar to look for different stocks or ETFs. So you can search by the company name, the category, or even the ticker symbol as well. And then to the top right of this, right over here, you're going to see this icon. If you go ahead and click on here, you're going to see your settings tab. You're going to see your transaction history, your roundup features, which we'll talk about later. Same thing with recurring investments. And then also here is where you can add beneficiaries and a trust contact for your investing account. All right, so let's go ahead and close this off over here and head back onto the main page. And down here, right underneath the graph, you're going to see a timetable here. You're going to have 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, and then an all time as well. Now, once you get started, obviously you could see here, it's a shorter time period, but once you have this account for a little bit longer, this will continue to grow. And then you can see right over here, this is going to be your overall account's growth and its total dollar amount increase. All right, so let's go ahead and swipe over here and talk a little bit more about what we're going to have in this section here. We're going to have our investments over here. So anything that you purchase, whether it's individual stocks or ETFs, are all going to show up in this section. And over here on the top right, you can actually have this sorted when you have multiple different stocks. You could do it by today's change, by today's dollar change, by the total amount percentage changed. So you're going to have a lot of control on how this is going to look here for you. Now, next up is going to be auto investing, which we'll come back to in a little bit. But you can see here they have the roundup feature as well as the recurring investments. And as of this recording, there are some bonuses attached. So just something to keep in mind that might be rotating. Then you're also going to have news. These are going to be some of the top news information pieces. And there's also a section in your individual stocks that will have this as well. And then there is a learning section over here as well too, if you want to go ahead and dive a little deeper. That will come at no cost to you. All right, so let's go ahead and swipe back up here. Now, we already have one investment here, so I just want to go ahead and quickly show here what the individual stock or ETF page is going to look like. Fairly similar to what we just saw here. We're going to have our graph over here towards the bottom with our time frames that you can go ahead and see how it's performing. We're going to go into the buy more and sell here in just one moment. But before we do that, in this particular stock, you can see your investment, the total value, the amount changed, and then your average cost per share, as well as the current share price as well. And then you can see your transaction history for this particular stock. News, this is going to be dedicated to the individual stock, as well as some key information here to give you a little bit more of a heads up when it comes to this individual company. And this will also show you which category it does appear in, like this one here is for technology. All right, so let's go ahead and swipe here towards the very top again. Now, we already have ownership of this company, so we see the buy more, but I just want to show you, just in case this is going to be your very first stock that you're going to be buying and you don't have any investment just yet, we're going to want to start up here at the very top where you're going to see this search bar here. You're going to tap on this section and it's going to bring you to your categories. Now, first and foremost, you can choose a category. If you don't know the particular company, you could search for the particular company with the keyboard, or you could look for the most traded stocks, ETFs, and top movers. So for our example here today, we're going to go ahead and search for Google. So we're going to click on the search bar and we're just going to type in Google. And we're going to see Google show up right over here for us. And just like we saw with NVIDIA, this one is also going to have its own section. You can see over here, it's just one big buy button. Until you buy, you obviously will not have the sell option on that page. So for us, we're going to go ahead and click on the word buy. And here it's going to give us a couple of dollar amounts. And then we can also toss in whatever other amount we'd like. And then over here towards the bottom, you're going to see where it's going to be pulling from, which is our OnePay debit. And it shows the total balance we have. If we go ahead and tap on here, we can go ahead and link up a debit card to go ahead and do transfers outside of OnePay. But for today, we're going to keep it with OnePay. And we're just going to show an example of $1. And then our continue button is going to be highlighted. All right, so let's go ahead and click on continue. And this is going to be a review page here for you. So you're going to see your order type, the symbol, where it's pulling from, our OnePay debit, the estimated share price, and then the estimated amount of shares. As you saw earlier, we put in $1, which means you can actually buy fractional shares here. So our $1 is going to have ownership of 0.003 of a share. And what's really nice is you can keep buying in $1 increments if that's what you need to do, or whatever small dollar amounts, and have small portion ownerships of these individual stocks. And then down here, you're going to see your total cost, which is going to be $1, which means there are no fees for doing stock investing here on the OnePay app. Now, there is a section here saying reoccurring that you could toggle on, but we'll show you that in just a little bit. So for just our regular one-time purchase, we're going to make sure everything looks good. And then we're going to go ahead and swipe up here to confirm. You can see that is sending your order here in real time. So while you're doing that trade during the market day, that will go through for you. If you do that after market or before the market opens, it will be pending and go through once the market has officially opened. All right, so from here, we're going to go ahead and click on done here at the bottom. Now, if you like to create a watch list for any stocks, whether it's Google or any other company, you're going to see a little heart here at the very top right. If you go ahead and click on here, that will go ahead and have you following those particular companies or ETFs. All right, so we went back to our investing homepage. You can see our total dollar amount went up. And when we swipe over here down to our investments, you can actually go ahead and see now our Google is here on the account. Now let's go ahead and say you want to sell some of your stock. Let's go ahead and hop into the NVIDIA section over here. And now with our NVIDIA, we have options to go ahead and buy more, but we're going to go ahead and sell for our example here. So we're going to click on the word sell. And very similar, it's going to pop up how much you would like to sell. It tells you your total amount that you currently have. And so you could do $1, $3, or other amount. You can also do all if you want to sell everything you have of that one stock. So for example, here today, we're going to go back to a $1 example, and we're going to go ahead and click on continue here at the bottom. So on this page, it's going to be very similar to when you were buying. This is going to be a confirmation page. We're going to be selling $1 of NVIDIA. The order type will be market, which is automatic as of this recording. It's going to show the ticker number, where it's going to, which is going to be our OnePay debit. The estimated share price, obviously this can fluctuate even while you are going through this process. And it's going to tell you the estimated amount of shares that you're selling. Now you might notice something a little different here with the selling. There is an estimated regulatory fee of 1 cent here, and it will change based off of what you're selling, how much you're selling, all these different things. So just keeping in mind when you're going through that process. So this one will have an estimated proceeds of 99 cents, even though we're selling $1 full. But if everything here looks good for us, we're going to go ahead and swipe up. And just like that, we went ahead and sold $1 of NVIDIA. Again, keeping in mind, similar to when you're buying, if you're doing it during market close, it will be pending until the next market open. All right, so from here, we're going to go ahead and click on done at the bottom. And then you can see our total value has gone down, as well as our total actual shares that we have with this company, which will be right underneath that total dollar value. All right, so from here, let's go ahead and go back to our main investing page. And we're going to go to our next section here, which is the auto investing. And we're going to talk about Roundup right over here. So with Roundup, we're going to go ahead and click into this section. And it lets you know that you can round up your debit card purchases to have that money go straight into your investment. So we're going to click on start investing with Roundup here at the bottom. So from here, it's going to ask you to choose which of these stocks that you actually already have investment in that you want that Roundup to go, or you can go ahead and add any other company that's not already in your investment. So for our example here today, we're going to choose Google to have our money rounded up into. Now, the thing with rounding up, and we're going to see this here on this page, you can only round up to either one individual stock. You could round up into your savings, or you can round up into one particular crypto, which is also available here on OnePay. So one thing to note as well too, just make sure that this is toggled on. If you have this toggled off, this will turn off the roundup feature as a whole. But you can turn this right back on and then come back in here and have that money going in, or you could change your investment, whether it's to a different stock or back to your savings or your crypto. All right, let's go ahead and close this back up. Back to the homepage here of our invest, and we're going to go ahead and slide down here and look at our recurring investments. You can see right now we can earn 1% cash back. Let's click anywhere on here, and it's going to give you a quick update on how that works here for you. And we're going to click on set up a recurring investment. And from here, it's going to ask you which stocks you want to have. You can, again, search for any other companies that's not already on your list. But for example, we're going to go ahead and go with Alphabet, which is, of course, Google. And then from here, it's going to give you a very similar thing to when you're buying. The only downside here is to set up a recurring amount, you do need to have that dollar amount in your debit card or your actual account that you want to pull from. So you can't do $50, for example. It'll say insufficient funds, even if you're going to have that money in the future. And of course, then we can go ahead and swap over here for the $1 as our example. And over here where it says from OnePay debit, if you click on here, this is going to be the only account you can pull from for your investment as of this recording. Hopefully in the future, it'll change where you can add a debit card or other banks on file. All right, let's go ahead and go back on that left arrow here. So we're going to go ahead and choose that $1 amount like we mentioned earlier, and then click on the continue button here at the bottom. And this is going to look very similar to our purchasing earlier, but what we want to now do is slide over here down towards the bottom where you're going to see it says frequency, and you're going to see our recurring toggled on. So with frequency, let's go ahead and tap on here, and it's going to give us options like monthly, every 2 weeks, weekly, or daily. We're going to go with every 2 weeks, like most people get paid. Now, this is going to start the day you do this. Unfortunately, unlike the other versions of reoccurring, you can usually choose the date. Hopefully they do change that. So make sure you start this on the day that works best for you, and then it'll continue every 2 weeks. So we're going to go ahead and leave this as is. Go ahead and swipe up. And then right over here, you can see we just bought another $1 amount for Google, and that our $1 recurring investment into Google is every 2 weeks. So now we're going to go ahead and click on down here at the bottom. And now you can see right over here where it says recurring investments, we're going to have our current one. We can go ahead and add additional ones, whether we want to do with NVIDIA or any other funds that we have. All right, so we took that step back over here, back to our homepage here on our account. And we're going to go back down here to our investments, and you can actually see under each individual stock which ones have recurring investments on, so you can make sure that you are investing on a regular basis. And it's great that you can invest with anything as low as $1. Now, if you want to do any changes to that recurring investment, you can go down back here to your recurring investments section, tap on here, and you're going to see whichever ones you recently set up. You can tap on those, and then down here at the bottom, you can go ahead and cancel. As of this recording, for some reason, you cannot edit the dollar amount or the frequency, so you'll just have to reset for another new reoccurring investment. So for this one, we're going to go ahead and hit cancel reoccurring investment. We're going to do a confirmation by saying yes, cancel. And then you can see that went ahead and canceled that reoccurring investment. And now we're back onto this page with none to start, but we can go ahead and do a new one here at the very bottom. Now, I mentioned earlier, if you do not already have your OnePay account, definitely check out the link in the show notes down below, or head over to truefinancials.com/OnePay. Get that nice $50 bonus for opening up your account and get started with your OnePay investing. Now, there is more to learn when it comes to using your OnePay account, and don't worry, we got you covered here. Check out our next video on screen to keep on learning.